back with Eat Science. Science is yummy, and we're going to find out why. So first of all, we are with the cell biology gang, and we're going to demystify first of all what is cell biology, because it means a lot of different things. So explain to us what cell biology is.
Okay, so cell biology is the science that study the cells, and the cells, I guess, is the building blocks of any organism. So everything that every reaction that is required for us to live then happen in the cells, and they do multiple functions. So they allow us to think, they allow us to kind of pump our blood and get oxygen to every part of the body, and they move the molecules that we eat into the rest of the organism. So that's a bit of what cell biology is about.
And now you know what cell biology is. Explain to us a little bit about the research that you're doing and kind of what you do every day.
Sure. So I work with a roundworm, a little worm that's about 1 millimeter long, as a model to study cell biology. Specifically, we look at cell signaling pathways and protein trafficking, so the movement of proteins in the cells. That's kind of what he was talking about here. So the signaling pathway that I look at is the epidermal growth factor receptor, RAS MAP kinase pathway. It's very well known for its role in cancer. It's very frequently overactivated in cancer.
Okay.
And it's regulated in a wide variety of ways. And one of the ways it's regulated in the worms that we look at is the location of proteins within the cell and how they can find each other to interact. So that's what I study every day. So
amazing.
Work with worms
So
every day.
the question I have to ask you is, Are these worms going into tequila? Are these the tequila worms?
Tequila worms. Well, no, they're not really worms that you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty small.
All right. So talking about the food, because obviously this is a food-centric event.
Right.
You tasted food this evening.
Yes.
First of all, what did you eat? And what was your impression with respect to, what you do every day as a researcher?
So I had a little bit of salmon, a little bit of aged cod with a caramelized charcoal sauce on top, and there was a little bit of mango as well. So I had that in a spoon as a bite, and I think how I relate it to cell biology is really, as Dr. Ortega was saying, is they all come together, everything works together and relies on each other, and there's all these pathways and everything goes together to create this whole system as a whole, and you need everything or things get dysregulated. And so as I took this bite, all the flavors kind of encompassed this unique dish as a whole, right? It's not, they're not individual. So
Was it amazing?
Oh yes, it was fantastic.
And of course, talking about, we've kind of gone through what you guys do and what we ate to go back to cell biology. You're in a research role as well. Tell us about kind of how important it is to start talking about what we do every day and kind of giving Montrealers and people part of the community access to us and what we do, and give them a chance to understand what we're doing in the lab.
Yeah, so I think Eat Science, it's a great opportunity for us scientists and students to explain sort of the importance of what we study and how it relates to disease. So a lot of the things that go on in the cell, the signaling pathways, are dysregulated in cancer or in aging.
Sure.
And so we can talk about this and sort of have an impact on communicating to different people what it is we do and why it's important to study sort of the basic systems that we study in terms of how this influences disease and how it can help us.
And all of us, and it really affects all of us.
Right.
So you guys, thank you so much for giving us your stories and understanding what you do a little bit better. And this is why you want to be at Eat Science. We are all going to be there, and you're going to have a chance to meet all of these researchers and just great people from McGill. Eat Science!